Stirring the chai tea latte using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your chai latte at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, chai latte. Oh, that is so nice. Super cold today outside. This is very warming. We're supposed to get 100% chance of rain and wind. It's going to be raining sideways today. A Logos convention might be appropriate, a weekend gathering for true conservatives. Not alt-right, not anything extreme, but people who are true conservatives. I don't think there's a place left where true conservatives can meet. Is there? Every other convention I know has slipped, is a victim of entropy, cooling off, slowing down. What do you think is that gem's singular competitive advantage? I took a poll. 19% said it's a judgment-free zone. 44% said $10 a month. 18% said it's not a bodybuilder culture. And 14% said bring a friend for free. I've always said it was the $10 a month. Always. Everything else is marketing. Let's get real. It's corny after a while. Little placards on the walls with cartoon bodybuilders in work boots and holding jugs of water and like with do-rags on and like a forbidden, like a red slash through it. It's just too gimmicky. We get it. We get it already. We get it. As if all gyms were like that at one time. It sounds like they're just trying to be reactionary, but the real reason why people are there is it's $10 a month. So just call it the $10 a month zone. That could work. The term stuck in a rut is used to refer to a situation in which, as time progresses, the situation is unable to be changed or steered in a desired way. This photo shows ruts in a road, ruts that were created by wheels. And it's almost like you're on train tracks. Once you're in those ruts, those grooves in the road, it's hard to get out. People can feel stuck in a rut. Remember, 2020 is the year you get unstuck. We are now in the 3rd month. What are you doing to get unstuck? Action does not equal traction. Never did, never will. Wheels can be moving, but you can still be in the same spot for 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, your whole life. The difference between action and movement is traction. Traction helps you grip life, grip the road, so you can actually get from point A to point B. One of the biggest self-deceptions that stuck people get into is, I'm busy, I'm trying hard. There's a lot of people who are staying. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm staying busy. Hey, don't forget to stay busy. All right, man, stay busy. Busyness is not the answer. Trying is not the answer. Here's a pop quiz. Why isn't the L pronounced in words like should, could, would? And what other words have useless letters in them? Put them down below. I'd like to see what other words, like some people said salmon. Where's that L? Where did that come from? How about pneumonia? There's a letter in there that you're not pronouncing. How about the word colonel, as in military rank? Colonel. That is a weird word, isn't it? Can you keep a secret? I'm trying to organize a prison break. I'm looking for, like, an accomplice. We have to get out of this bar, then the hotel, then the city, then the country. Are you in or are you out? Charlotte says, I'm in. I'll have to go pack my stuff. It's from the movie Lost in Translation, 2003. Sharon Osbourne has new hair color, I should say. Basically, she had the color removed, stripped, and then lightly bleached, and then toned to her natural gray. I think it looks magnificent. That particular process took 8 hours. Women who have been coloring their hair, who have gray hair naturally, are going into the grays again. Gray, white, and silver hair. If you are a woman watching this, this is the problem that most people have when they transition to gray, is that they don't change the color of their makeup and their clothing. If you keep using the same colors on your face after you transition to gray, you're going to look washed out, you're going to look sick, you're going to look old. The key is to find all new colors when you transition. How do I know this? Because in the hair industry, I helped women transition for years, and that was one of the things that I was known for. Some of the most beautiful women in the world. Another one bites the dust. A Christian guy giving his wife space. I have his permission to tell the story without using his name. A guy that I am working with as a mentor. He's giving his wife some space. But he was determined to love her the way God loves her. And that's how he was counseled by his church. He wanted to love her like God does. So did her boyfriend. And this was a guy who originally thought that I was too harsh in some of my counsel, who eventually came to me, and it's okay that I'm telling his story, but he came to me in the darkness of the night, telling me I was right. So now he's clinging to every word that I say. But you can still see his thirst. He wants to love her back. Like the more he loves her, like he feels like if he just loves her with the love of God, she'll come back. I think she's gone. I think the marriage is over. And giving your woman space, or her taking space. I need some space. That's the beginning of the end. If you let it go that long, the marriage is over. You're nothing but roommates. There is a huge difference between loving your woman and having a case of weak man thirst. How do you diagnose this? Look at two things. You look at his social media, you look at her social media. It's like night and day, isn't it? You can see the thirst in his pictures, the desperation, the trying to win her over, the trying to get her approval. And you see the coolness in her pictures. This is the same exact case. It's unbelievable. I've always said withholding intimacy is a form of control. Always is a form of control. Yesterday's show, when I was talking about beds, getting rid of your bed and sheets and the pillows, I was not kidding. It sounds funny at first. It sounds funny comparing the bed to a crime scene with the DNA all over the place and glowing in the dark. But the reality is this. Your bedrooms are disgusting because you've had so many partners. I know exactly what I'm talking about here. And I literally thought that I was going to be offending people. There's times where I do walk on eggshells when I talk like that. When I talk about, I hate to say the phrase cold hard truth, because it just reminds me of the sadistic people who actually get satisfaction hurting you with the cold hard truth. But the emails that I've gotten in the past 24 hours from men and women have told me that I'm on the right track. I didn't doubt it for a second. What I don't want to do is hurt people's feelings, honestly. I'm not interested in hurting you or ruining your day with the Daybreak Show. The purpose is to give you hope. And do it in such a way that you feel is doable. Hey, I can do this. I don't want a clear, balanced life to be something that's so far out of reach for you that you feel only other people can have sanity, clarity, and reason. I want you to know that you can have it as well. And you get that sometimes 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 lonely night at a time. But the emails that I got in the past 24 hours have been amazing and let me know that I was on the right track, even though I slightly was hesitant because I don't want to hurt anyone more than they're already hurting. I did post an article from the Mirror in the UK, how to turn your smartphone into a semen detecting black light. You take a piece of Scotch tape, put it over the light on your phone. Every phone has like a flash on it, the flashlight. And you color the piece of tape with a blue Sharpie. Put another piece of tape over that when that dries, and then color that piece with a purple Sharpie. That creates a black light. When you put on the flashlight function of your phone in the dark, you will see protein stains. They will seem to glow in the dark. You just created a semen detecting black light. It's freaky, it is. Be prepared for the results. 2020 is the year that you get unstuck. This is the year. You can do it. I know you can.